Welcome to our winter haven. In today's video, we're transforming a small rustic cottage farmhouse into a warm, lived-in winter retreat that feels sentimental, elegant, and utterly cozy. Picture soft candlelight, vintage wood accents, and layered textiles that wrap your rooms in warmth. Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe, like, and leave a comment sharing your favorite winter decor tip. Let's invite comfort and beauty in together this season as we explore ideas that make every corner feel like a heartfelt embrace. Step inside with us through a welcoming farmhouse entryway that sets the tone for winter coziness. Imagine a wooden bench nestled beside a woven basket filled with warm throws and pinecones, rustic hooks holding chunky knit scarves, and a flocked evergreen wreath greeting visitors with texture and nostalgia. These small touches immediately warm the space, not just visually, but emotionally, making every arrival feel like coming home to comfort. Now let's talk textiles, and not just any textiles, but rich, cozy layers that whisper winter warmth. Swap lightweight summer linens for wool and plush faux fur throws, herringbone and plaid pillows, and linen curtains that both soften light and retain heat. Feel the texture under your fingertips as each layer brings depth and comfort to your living room and bedroom alike. Robust textiles instantly transform a space from cool to cocoon-like. If your cottage has a fireplace, real or simulated, make it your winter centerpiece. Layer the mantle with natural eucalyptus and pine garlands instead of holiday kitsch, and nestle an assortment of pillar candles in vintage holders to cast a tender glow. Add a wooden dough bowl filled with pine cones, birch logs, or vintage ornaments for depth. This warm glow becomes an anchor for family moments and peaceful evenings. Imagine a corner by the window, a plush chair draped in a soft throw, and a knit pillow waiting for you. This winter, carve out small cozy nooks where you can read, sip cocoa, or simply watch snowflakes drift by, or imagine they do. Accent these spaces with antique side tables, vintage lanterns, and brass details for character. These intimate vignettes add personality and warmth to everyday life. The kitchen is the heart of farmhouse warmth. Dress it for winter with natural accents like wooden cutting boards, ceramic pitchers holding dried branches or eucalyptus, and jars filled with cinnamon sticks and dried citrus. These simple elements create a feeling of comfort and connection, like rediscovering your grandmother's kitchen in a fresh, seasonal way. For cozy yet refined decor, let your mantle evolve beyond holiday sparkle into winter elegance. Swap bold reds and greens for neutral candles, dried eucalyptus, and soft twinkle lights that linger long after Christmas. This layered approach gives longevity to your winter styling and ensures each element feels intentional and graceful, an artful blend of comfort and sophistication. When choosing colors, think warm earth tones like caramel, mossy greens, buttery neutrals, and natural wood hues that mirror the landscape outside. These shades ground your rooms and create a comforting backdrop for other winter elements. Deep greens can be used on accent walls or textiles to add a sophisticated yet rustic feel, while muted neutrals keep everything soft and cohesive. Winter decorating isn't just about what you see, it's about how a room feels. Layer lighting with vintage jar candles, taper candles in rustic holders, and warm bulbs that mimic sunset rays in the evening. The flickering glow softens hard edges and fills your farmhouse spaces with a sense of calm and welcome that electric light alone can't replicate. Keep nature part of your winter decor with eucalyptus sprigs, pine, and simple evergreen clippings placed in vintage vases or woven baskets. These natural greens bring life into the colder months and provide visual texture without overwhelming the space with holiday themes. Earthy greenery also bridges rustic charm with cottage elegance beautifully. Create charming winter centerpieces with wooden dough bowls, clusters of pine cones, dried orange slices, and small candles. These natural, handcrafted displays feel seasonal yet timeless, perfect for farmhouse tables, coffee tables, or mantels. They reflect the beauty of winter without relying on holiday motifs, grounding your rustic cottage in effortless elegance. A winter weekend feels extra warm with a dedicated hot cocoa or coffee station. Use a tiered wooden tray or small cart to display mugs, cocoa mix, marshmallows, and cinnamon sticks. Add rustic elements like mason jars and vintage trays to pull the theme together. This setup invites daily ritual and joy in simple moments. Layer rugs on hardwood or stone floors. Think jute anchors with soft wool or vintage patterned rugs atop them, to make each step feel warm. Not only does this add physical warmth underfoot, but the interplay of textures and patterns enriches your cottage's rustic charm and vintage appeal. It's a design trick that's as stylish as it is practical. Decorate your walls with reclaimed wood shelves, antique frames, and vintage mirrors that reflect both light and personality. These pieces add nostalgic charm and help unify your winter themes across rooms. Every item, whether an old farm sign or vintage photograph, brings history and comfort to your cottage walls. Don't forget your porch. Even a small rustic porch can feel inviting in winter. Place a wrought iron lantern, a woven outdoor rug, and a simple evergreen wreath to greet guests with warmth. These touches extend your cozy aesthetic from indoors to outdoors and create continuity in your cottage farmhouse decor. In the bedroom, keep the warmth going with layered quilts, flannel sheets, and chunky knit throws. Pair neutral bedding with vintage textiles and subtle patterns for depth and an old-world touch. Your winter bedroom should feel like a cocoon, soft, inviting, and just right for chilly nights. Introduce antique lanterns and vintage lamps to fill your cottage with a magical winter glow. Thrifted lanterns, whether made of metal, glass, or distressed wood, can sit on tables, mantels, or windowsills, casting a soft light that evokes memories of winters past. These pieces add charm and narrative depth to your decor. Use woven baskets to showcase winter greenery, firewood, or cozy blankets. These natural textures bring warmth and functionality to your spaces, merging practicality with beauty. Rustic baskets layered throughout your home become both decor and everyday tools, enriching your cottage farmhouse aesthetic. Don't underestimate decor that appeals to the senses. Think simmering orange and cinnamon stovetop potpourri, flickering candlelight, and plush textiles that invite touch. These elements make your winter cottage feel lived in, comforting, and full of cherished moments, not just visually beautiful, but emotionally resonant. Thank you for joining us in this cozy winter decorating journey. We hope these vintage country and rustic farmhouse ideas warm your heart as much as your home. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, like, and leave a comment sharing your favorite winter styling idea. Let's make this season the coziest yet, and may your small cottage farmhouse feel like a warm, welcoming hug all winter long.